Yeah, I'm founder, CEO of Motion2AI. And what we're going to talk today is how AI can support and help fleet orchestration in warehouses. And maybe why it's important. Yeah, so I'm going to go over that briefly as well. So I started the business 4 years ago. And as a founder, one question I had and I was wondering is, how many warehouses are there in the market? And I don't know, maybe some of you already have an answer. So originally I thought maybe that's 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, but it turned out actually there are 20,000 warehouses just in the US. And majority of those warehouses are spending more than tens of $millions every year for their labor or maintaining their vehicles. So when you're building kind of solution using AI, contributing, reducing their operational cost, improving their productivity, yeah. So if you just simply multiply those two numbers, that's hundreds of $billion market. And so we are kind of making your delivery, Amazon, Walmart delivery faster. So definitely we are making our world better. So that's why we are working on this business. Yeah. So what is fleet orchestration? So imagine you are the forklift driver or a robot working in a warehouse. And now you have a list of to-do items. So you are asked to pick up one item from one location and then pick up another item from the next location. And you have tens of those items. Does that sound challenging? Maybe not that much, right? So once you have a list, you can just go around and you can pick it up. But if someone is asking you, is that the best answer, the most optimal solution you can find out? Maybe that's a very challenging problem. So that's why this problem is actually a very complicated, high-dimensional problem. And this is the specific domain. AI definitely can support those the human drivers, and then the warehouse, the managers. So I can just, there are kind of tens of different reasons why this is very complicated solution, the complicated problem, and then for the simple ask, just to do tens of action items in a warehouse, that ends up with you are having millions of different options, and then you have to choose best one among them. And so I'm just telling you some of the example of where those challenges are coming from. So one thing is about how you are stacking different sizes of your cases, boxes into a pallet. And you can think about maybe you can put the heavier item on the bottom and the lighter item to the top. And it's becoming more complicated if you are having 2 items, 3 items, tens of different items. And in average, many of the warehouses, they are handling the hundreds of different SKU, different items. So this is becoming a very challenging problem. And it's becoming worse when the items are stored in many different locations. So when you're prioritizing your next trip, you have to think about whether you're going to sort out your next destination by distance or by the weight of the item. So it's becoming more and more complicated. And I would say the warehouses are, by nature, it's very contradictory places. So on the one hand, normal warehouse manager or driver, they want to see congestion or traffic in a warehouse. But on the other hand, they are looking for putting more and more items into the warehouses so they can improve the overall throughput. So given all those constraints, how we can find the best solution, so that's where AI can contribute. Yeah, so this technology is not working, so I'm just moving back and forth. So that is the area where our company is contributing. So we are solving such complicated problem. And to solve those problems, what's important is collect the accurate real-time data from the moving vehicles, such as forklifts or from robot. That's why we have IoT device called MotionKit and the API to collect those data from robot. And once we collect those data, our AI is solving such a complicated problem. And once we solve that, we need a user interface to interact with the human driver or robot operator. So that's where Motion Studio is working on. Yeah, and then this is actually a video, but yeah, we currently have only PDF version. So let me explain the video. So imagine those tens of vehicles actually working together, and this is actually the future and the next generation of the fleet orchestration. So all your moving assets in huge warehouses, they are connected to each other, and the optimization, finding out the most efficient way to assign a task and then give them a route in real time. So that is already achieved by Motion2AI system. And what's more important is if you are running a B2B or if you are a warehouse operator, you never want to lose the return on investment. So that's why it is important to have the incremental improvement on your warehouses instead of suddenly converting 100% of your warehouse operation from the human-driven to automatic. So that's why we are supporting the collaboration between the robot and the human-operated vehicle together. And yeah, again, this is a video, and then just imagine those robots. You see the small black rectangle on the right side, so that is the robot, and the humans are operating the vehicle as well. So IoT device connected on those human vehicle that is collecting the data, which task this person is currently working on, and then APIs are connecting the robot operation as well. And our system is optimizing their operation to improve the productivity and reduce the collision rate. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then our system is currently widely used by DHL and LG Electronics, Steelcase, CJ Logistics. So, so if you have any I know the audience for this group is not warehouse operator, but if you have some your internal group who are working on this logistics or who wants to innovate your warehouses, please let me know. So I will be around for the rest of the day. And then my contact point is BK and Motion2AI. And then, again, my name is BK, founder, CEO of Motion2AI. Thank you very much.